Giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and rise up to the house of David. Ariel back at you with another quick lesson. We're going to look into some of these, the youthfulness of Proverbs, taken from Proverbs chapter 1 and verses, and the preceding verses. But before we go into this in the blue letter, and we're going to get into some words, Yehoratazar, some useful words of the youthfulness of Proverbs, because boy, I tell you, my observation has just been making some observations around the place. As you go about your day-to-day life, you see things happen, and things are picking up, man. Yeah, the prophecies, the year of turn up. The year of turn up is definitely upon us. And here's a word. This word here, retard. Right? A delay or hold back in terms of progress or development. Retard. Right? Delay, slow, hold back, set back, keep back, under the word retard. And we're going to get into some of these words we hear every day, man. We hear them every day, but sometimes we don't even give them a second thought. So this word here in the definitions translation is an interesting word, man, just to look into. You hear it all the time, it gets thrown around, and it's an interesting word. Delayed in development, hindered, impeded. Yeah, having mental retardation, characterized by learning difficulties, especially having an IQ below 70. No more generally mentally deficient. Mentally deficient. Understanding of a person's intelligence abilities. Degrading. Alright, so there we have it there. Here we have it. A little bit more understanding on this word here. Because it's actually it's a medical term. You may have known of it, you may not. It is a medical term. But it gets thrown around, doesn't it? In the playgrounds and on the colleges, in colleges. If you don't do well, you're retarded. Right? Intellectual disability. ID, once called mental retardation, is characterized by below average intelligence or mental ability and lack of skills necessary for day-to-day living. People with intellectual disabilities can and do learn new skills, but they learn them more slowly. Yeah, man. Alright, here's another one. So there's a lot of retards about. There's a whole load of retards. And just yesterday, and I'm crossing the road, and I'm just, you know, do you remember your green cross code, right? Look left, look right before you put your foot out in the road, right? That's just, you know, common knowledge. And there's this woman in front of me, and the car's coming, and she sees the car coming. You know what she does? She runs in front of the car. I kid you not, she runs, the car is coming, she runs in front of the car stopped, and I just happened to notice that the driver, he was kind of shooken, and he shook, you know, as they do, they shake their head like to say, what the fuck was wrong with that woman? I don't know I don't know what she looked like. She could have been any of the tribes, or she could even have been a Edomite, I don't know. I was behind her, and then she realized that she ran in front of the car, and then she carried on walking like the car's got the problem, like she ain't got a problem. There's something wrong with these people driving, you know, something wrong with the drivers and the cars, the traffic. The traffic's supposed to stop for her. Now that was very retarded. Now I don't know what kind of educational level she got, but I'll tell you one thing, a whole heap of people that were so-called education and educated people with good IQs Yeah, the definition, and we go back to the definition of this word, are slow. They're slow. Let's go back to it again. Let's go back to it. Lack skills. Here it is. Yeah. Characterized by below average intelligence or mental ability, lack of skills necessary for day-to-day living. People with intellectual disabilities can and do learn skills, but they learn them more slowly. So according to the definition of the word, that woman was retarded, man. But you see, sometimes it's just a matter of you know what I've noticed, either that the Most High is rising us up to a higher level, yeah, and there's definitely a spirit of sleep and slumber being put on these people. These people are getting more and more retarded, man. Retarded. Fact or action of delaying or making slow in movement or time. Right, from the Latin retardation, man. It's lucky if I'm butchering that word. Delay, known of action from past, yeah, to make slow, delay, keep back, hinder. You got the point there. You see, but you see, this truth, if you had that slowness, which many of us did, slow to reaction, you know, imagine being in a boxing ring and you're in quicksand, right, in slow motion, and you're trying to move. You're going to get your ass kicked, man. You're going to get knocked out, yeah, because you're too slow. Yeah, you're going to be picked apart, you're going to be jabbed apart, and eventually you're going to be broken down and you're going to be knocked out because you're retarded. So you can apply it to many things, yeah. And this IQ thing, something that if you got, say, what, 99 or 100, you're a highly intelligent person. If you get around 150, you're gifted, or above average is around 100, above average around 100, around about 120 to 120 to 150 is gifted. Then you got exceptionally gifted, 175, that's exceptional, you know. But I'll tell you something, a lot of these people couldn't punch their way out of a paper bag because they ain't got the skills. They ain't got the skills, a lot of them, which the Most High is putting that sleep on them, necessary, the ability to lack of skills necessary to perform day-to-day living. They're retarded. Don't make that fool you, that IQ test crap. Don't make that fool you, because there was a case where you had 3 greatest minds in England, and they took their tests. One was a lawyer, one was somewhat suffered from ADHD, one of those things. Was it ADHD? It wasn't ADHD. It was what is it? It's some form of compulsive behavior, medical condition, a compulsive behavior. But it can make you, it can open up some of your pathways to make you more intelligent. What's the word? It's gonna come to me. What is it, man? But anyway, it'll come back to that. It'll come back to me. And another guy was he was a mathematician. He was a mathematician, and he's very high IQ, around 150. But when they challenged them on emotional intelligence and social skills, right, the one who had the lowest in mathematics, right, which was the lawyer, he got the lowest in mathematics. And when it came to social skills and communication skills, he got the highest then. So sometimes it's just a matter of opinion in a lot of cases, and you can't go by the ESOL's curriculum because it's a load of rubbish. Yeah, this woman, it's come back to me now. The word, she was autistic, and she was very good when it comes to carrying out chores, being very efficient in chores. But when it came to emotional intelligence, social skills, she came very low, around about 5. So a lot of it is down to opinion, and a lot of it is just down to some people ain't got no common sense, but down to Esau's curriculum. And who's to say who made up that curriculum, that IQ test? Who's to say who made that up? But we're going by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and we got some precepts we're going to get into. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's go straight to it. Bring out some of these precepts. Back to the blue letter, the usefulness of Proverbs. Yeah, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom, instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Right, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. Right. So according to this, going by this, delay or hold back in terms of progress or development, we're gonna blow that shit right out of the water right now. Right? If you just come into this truth, right, and you're slow according to this curriculum, boy, the Most High, you ain't gonna be slow for long. Here's the scriptures to back you up. You're gonna get quickened. Right? All through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm talking from a man that's been in Christianity for around about 25 years. A man that's been in Christianity for around 25 years, in and around. And, you know, and a brother said to me, he said, boy, how did you escape from COVID? If you saw the movie Escape from COVID. I escaped from COVID, man. The great prison. You understand? The great dungeon. I escaped. And how did I do that? Here we're going to go into it now. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to give subtlety to the simple and to the young man knowledge and discretion. I escaped. And I've got some scriptures to go into to let you to see how I escaped. Let's get into this one. In Proverbs 1, we're going to get into the word simple, right?
Strong's H6612. Pethi. Pethi.
Alright. Pethi. And there's a load of words come under simple. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise. Right, making wise the simple. Right, that's in Psalms 190, Psalms 19 and 7. Yeah, the Lord preserveth the simple. I was brought low, and He helped me. I try not to laugh. I was in Christianity, and He pulled me out. Man, it is, when you think back, it is on hindsight. I can laugh, but it weren't funny then, man. It weren't funny. And I've got some testimonies about being in Christianity. But you can imagine, innit? I've got a lot of testimony. Being in Jehovah's Witness, by the way, for over 20 years. You can imagine I've got a lot of testimonies. But that's for another time and for another video. The angels of the words given light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. Ooh, praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right, we're going to go back to that one in Proverbs 1 and 4. We can go back to that one. Oh, here's another one. Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in discarding, and fools hate knowledge? Here's another one. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Behold, among the... So here we have it, man. Let's bring this one out here. And behold, among the simple ones, I discern among the youth a young man void of understanding. Man, you see what they do in that Christian church. Only if a man get devoured by a marriage, they get devoured, eaten alive. That's what he's saying there, man. Proverbs 1 and 1. And behold, among the simple ones I discern among the youth a young man void of understanding. Yeah, and you go to the bull, you go to the, just like a bull to the slaughter. That's what happens to you in that Christian church. They grab you up in marriage and you're finished. But that's another video for another day. Let's get back to this. The Most High heard my prayer. Right? Like I say, there's many precepts on my testimonies. So simple. We really want to get into this word here, man. I don't want this to be a long video. I just want to hit the point. Don't want to overcrowd it with too many precepts. Right? So I was in the Christian church, right? Simple, foolish, open-minded. Right? Now there's a benefit to being open-minded, but that could be another video too. Yeah? It's like I say, this is the Most High's movie. This is not our movie. Right? Simple. That's what it means. Yeah? Simple. Foolish, open-minded. Maybe naivety. Simplicity. Now, in some cases, open-minded. Now, let me say this. There's an old saying. Play a fool for catch wise. Yeah? You hear the Benjamite, you might hear them talk, you know, them way there. You know, I was brought up around a lot of Benjamites. And they say, play fool. There's sometimes you have to play a fool for catch wise, you know. Clark Kent, you know. Clark Kent. And I was in there and I was doing my thing. Like I say, because of that, I have a lot of testimonies because of that. And I believe in that. You know, that's what they call, that's the word. Let's go back to this again. That's what you call the word being, yeah? To give subtlety to the simple. To give the young man knowledge. Let's look at that word there. Like I said, I don't want this to be too long. Yeah? We'll look up the word subtlety. Sometimes you have to be subtle with these devils, man. The most subtle creature of the earth.
6195. Orma. Orma.
Oh, okay. Subtlety. And then we're going to go back to, get back on it. This wasn't in the program, but I'm going to bring it out. Shrewdness, craftiness, prudence. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you've got people that go in and they do they spy out the land. And we had those people among Israel. Send them in to spy out the land and come back and give the information. Yeah? Guile, prudence, subtlety, wisdom, or in good sense. Right. Trickery, or in good sense, right? Trickery on the right hand side. So the Most High had me going there to spy it out. He spied out the Christianity. Now when I talk about that, I've been in there. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses, what kind of folly that they deal with. I was in there. So I'm speaking from first-hand experience, right? So while I was in there, this is what I was doing. In James 1:5 says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him keep on asking God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not. Yeah, it means not to hold back. And that, I'll go into that word Yoratazar in another video. I'm just doing this video before I have to go out and do my business. So that's an interesting one, that one there. Upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So I'm in there and I'm praying, man. I'm saying, boy, hold on a minute, man. What's going on? And I'm praying. I'm saying, is this the truth? And I'm praying. If anyone lack wisdom, the Most High was giving me wisdom. And eventually, he poured it out completely. And he dragged me out of there, man. From the simplicity. You understand me? So I didn't have to go to the slaughter like the bull them. Enough of them go to the, you know, enough of the man them in that church. If they're going there for woman, they get grabbed up, and they go to the slaughter. Yeah, as it mentioned in Proverbs 7, man. Like a bull goeth to the slaughter, so he goeth to the slaughter. Yeah, man. Proverbs chapters 14:6 says, the scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy to understand. Easy unto him that understandeth. The scorner seeketh wisdom, but findeth it not. Yeah, because wickedness can't dwell in a treacherous heart. Yeah, that's what precepts comes to mind. Yeah, wisdom won't dwell in a wicked man's heart. Yeah, scorner seeketh wisdom, but findeth it not. But knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Yeah, if you keep on asking for wisdom in James 1:6-5, yeah, he upbraideth not, he will give it to you. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceiveth not in him the lips of knowledge. Yeah. Wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Man, it's beautiful precepts here. Beautiful precepts, man. So Proverbs chapter, here it is. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. Kala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash. Yeah, man. So all the time I was in there, that was the Most High's program. He wanted me to be in there until such time, on his time, his movie, he was going to get me out. And that is why he's the Most High. Let's get to 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. Right, simple, that word again, simple. Open-minded. Yeah? Or not like naive. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool regardeth and is confident. So, yeah, man. Just hitting these proverbs, you know, because as we opened up with, yeah, we opened up with the understanding, shrewdness, craftiness, right? We looked at that word there. We're going to go back to simple again. That's subtlety, shrewdness, craftiness. And you come into this truth, you're going to be endowed with those qualities. You know, on the Most High's time, of course. But now's the time when there is a quickening, a hurry, and he's going to bring you up. And these people seem to be going down. Like I gave you the example of the woman crossing the road. She looked, you know, prim and proper. But when it came to crossing the road, she didn't know how to do it. Run straight into the car. And these mobile phones are, you know, if it's up to me, I'll take all the mobile phones from these people. A lot of these people, it's going to be the end of the death of them. A lot of these people who are retarded, yeah, technology is going to be the death of them. Ultimately, the missiles, and they're going to take the MOTB, yeah, because they're retarded. Right. So that's what I wanted to bring out. Let's bring out another one here. Just to hit the ball out the park. We like to do that. We like to do the final overhand right. Proverbs 24:5 says, a wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. All this is what you can get by listening, right, to wise counsel. Yeah, by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war. Let me take my time. Let me take my time. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitudes of counsels there is safety. Okay. Okay. I've got to look into that one there. Got to. I have to. Right? So I've got to look at that. Well, that's interesting, that one is. I've got to look at that one. Right. By wise counsel they shall make thy war.
Strong's H, 4421. Milchama. Milchama.
By wise counsel? What's he talking about, man? Let's go to it. Battle. War. Okay. Right, because you need your generals, don't you? You need your sergeants, you need the soldiers, you need your sergeants, you need your you need the nurses, yeah, if you get wounded, and that's team effort, isn't it? The first aiders, yeah, the first aiders in the hospital, you know, if you need to be treated by a first aid, by a wise counsel, yeah, make thy war, yeah, in the sense of fighting a battle. Generally, war, battle, fights, and what it says is what it means. You don't have to be all complicated. That's quite straight. But you see, I just learned something very interesting here. Well, we know, but when you see it put in the ways of wisdom, when you put it like that, when you put it like that, it's just beautiful, yeah. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counsels there is safety. Yeah, when you think about boxers, you know, they usually have a team. You understand? The trainer, the promoter, the nutritionist, yeah, the glove provider. Everybody, it's a team effort. Yeah, I'll read that again. By wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counsellors there is safety. So we have our team. Yeah, we have our brothers, and in some cases sisters too. And you got the elders and the apostles, King David, Yahushua. Oh, don't forget the 144,000, and don't forget the 1/3, not the 2/3. The 2/3 are going to be destroyed, but the 1/3. So that's a for by wise counsel that thou shalt make thy war, and it's going to be a war. It's going to kick off. Yeah. You hear about the time of Armageddon. Now they're talking about, we're hearing the rumors of war, right? And they're gonna, they're circling their wagons. We're hearing about that, which is prophecy in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Yeah, but the ultimate war is gonna come from Isaiah 54, Isaiah 47 and 3. When he come, Yahushua not gonna meet thee as a man. That's the war. That's the ultimate war. The war to end all wars. Okay. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counsels there is safety. So we have our team, right? We have our team. You have yours, and we have no losses. Yahushua has no losses. Yeah. The prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and is punished. Yeah. So we all that retardation. Yeah, dead all that. Yeah, this is a time of enlightenment. This is a time of wisdom. Yeah, let me go back to it again. Beautiful. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Yeah, wisdom of Solomon. Usefulness of Proverbs. This is what this is about now here, right? To give the wise man, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and understanding. So we did all that. Yeah, according to Esau, right? They call us. They call the human race sheeple, right? Or goyim. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sheep or useless eaters. Right, but you see, when it comes to the Most High, when He gives us that power, when they come in like a flood, we're going to see who the real useless eaters are, who the goyim are. Because really, all you smile at people, you're the real goyim. You're the useless eaters. You're the benefit thieves, right? That's who you are. Yeah, man. So here we got a precept in Sirach 25, man. This is one of my favorites, yeah. In 4, it says, how comely a thing is judgment for grey hairs and for ancient men to know counsel. Right, we know the meaning of that word. Comely, beautiful, attractive, right? How comely is a thing is judgment for grey hairs and for ancient men to know counsel. How comely is the wisdom of old men and understanding of counsel of men of honor. Yeah, we got our elders and we got our apostles, man. And that's how we been risen up through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Yeah, to a higher level. That's why, that's like I was saying, just my observation. I noticed these people are becoming more and more retarded. It could be just a case of, because we're growing up to being brought up to a higher level, we're starting to see things more. Probably a combination of both. They're being put into a coma, a sleep. Yeah. When you think about it, now I'm going to put my my physician hat on. You got all this thing, the chemtrails in the air. You got the food, and I know in certain states over there in America, was it Flint? They was putting lead in the water, which brings down your IQ. Yeah, and putting lead in the baby food bringing down their IQ, lowering their IQ. All things like that they're doing to lower the IQ of Jake, putting him in a sleep, a retardation, putting him in a coma. And the pharmacy does all that too. They help with that. The food got chemicals in it. So just to say, my observation, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing them becoming lower, going down in lower a lower state, a retardation state. And that's a combination of us being brought up to a higher state. Most High is giving us that wisdom, that knowledge, and that subtlety. Alright, man. So, how comely is wisdom of old men and understanding of counsel to men of honor. Let's go in one of my favorites now. Well is him that hath found prudence, and he that speaketh in the ears of them that will hear. How great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. Beautiful. How great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. Giving our praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. But the love of the Lord passeth all things, for illumination, he that hideth it, whereto shall he be likened? The fear of the Lord, here it is again, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and the fear is and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. I've got to read that again. Got to read them precepts again. Take your time, breathe. Take your time, breathe. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Right. So the true wisdom is the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. Kala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honest to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, teaching us this truth and rise up to the house of David. One more time. Oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. Kala Yahweh. Like I say, to what I tell about Shem Shai, forgive me the spirit to do this video, and everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, is falling upon their own head. We out.